One of the pleasures of being a collector lies in uncovering the narrative behind an object. At times, the narrative is quite clear, particularly if one specializes in that category of items. Certain pieces may feature inscriptions that provide varying degrees of insight into their past, such as a book or a medal. We have all experienced moments when we are drawn to an item without fully understanding the reason. It simply resonates with us, compelling us to acquire it. In such cases, an object may initially conceal its story, and only through diligent research can we uncover the history it is eager to share. Not long ago, a collector stumbled upon two original sketches depicting two male musicians from the mid to late 1700s, preserved in their exquisite original frames. These caricatures bore an inscription stating, "Drawn from the life." Following this inscription was a series of symbols arranged on 5 horizontal lines. A handwritten note on the back of the drawings indicated that they were created by G Sharp. Further investigation by the collector revealed that the symbols on the horizontal lines represented the musical note G Sharp. A few hours of online research led him to a figure named Granville Sharp. Notably, Granville had a habit of signing letters to his acquaintances with the musical note G Sharp, suggesting he was indeed the artist behind these sketches. The likeness of the images bore a striking resemblance to both Granville and the Sharp family. Granville hailed from a large family of 8, with his paternal grandfather having served as the Archbishop of York. His father held the position of Archdeacon at Durham Cathedral. It appears that the family had a strong musical inclination, as Granville, along with his 2 brothers and 2 sisters, performed in an orchestra on the Thames from a barge between 1775 and 1783. King George III once heard Granville sing and remarked that it was the finest voice he had ever encountered. The entire Sharp family was well known to the king. This revelation marked the beginning of a much more intriguing journey for me. A subsequent investigation into Granville Sharp on the internet revealed several significant artworks depicting him and addressing the issue of the abolition of slavery. The following details were uncovered. In 1765, during a visit to his brother, who served as a physician to King George III, Granville and his brother were startled by a loud knocking at the door. Upon opening it, they were confronted by a severely injured black man named Jonathan Strong. He had endured brutal beatings to his body, head, and face, having been expelled from his master's home. Fortuitously, Jonathan sought assistance at the physician's residence, where Granville Sharp was present. Disturbed by the sight and circumstances of Jonathan, Granville resolved to dedicate his life to the cause of abolishing slavery. When Granville later learned that Jonathan's master intended to sell him back into slavery in the Caribbean, he successfully brought the case before the Lord Mayor, resulting in Jonathan's liberation. In the ensuing years, Sharp committed himself to establishing a legal precedent regarding the rights of slaves in Britain. He played a crucial role in securing the landmark 1777 ruling by the Lord Chief Justice, which determined that slave owners could not compel slaves to return to the colonies once they had set foot in Britain. This ruling was widely viewed as a pivotal step toward the abolition of slavery in the country. In addition to his efforts against slavery, Sharp also advocated for parliamentary reform aimed at improving wages for laborers. In 1776, he resigned from his civil service position in protest against the British government's conflict with the American colonists. In 1787, Sharp, alongside his associate Thomas Clarkson, established the Society for the Abolition of the Slave Trade. They subsequently encouraged Member of Parliament William Wilberforce to act as their representative in Parliament. Although the slave trade was ultimately abolished in 1807, Sharp and Clarkson continued their efforts toward the complete eradication of slavery. Sharp passed away in London on July 6, 1813. A significant number of his letters and correspondence are archived at York Minster. His drawings have endured, and although the precise details of their historical journey are unclear, their survival has provided valuable insights into the role their creator occupied during that particularly bleak era of British and global history.